Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's time for us to check in with Tony Toscano to find out what's coming out of Hollywood and straight to your screen, no matter what size you're going to watch it on, even on your phone. With the latest, here's Tony.
Thanks, Mitch. In selected theaters and streaming online is the new comedy, The Problem with People. It stars Paul Reiser and Cole Meany.
I want you to find our American family and make things right.
All right, Dad.
Now. I want you to call them now.
Hello, not interested.
Hello, I am your cousin, Kieran.
In the film, two cousins who have never met try to make amends for a family dispute that's gone on for generations.
This can be a fun ride. So, first of all, that, and then secondly, all the things we've talked about. I mean, the fact that it's a film with kind of universal appeal, that speaks to other issues as well.
We premiered this a few months back at a film festival, and so many of the comments were, I'm going to go home. You know what? I'm going to call my father. You know what? I'm going to call my sister that I haven't spoken to for 4 years because this is silly. It's like, well, that is pretty lovely. And like, yeah, of course we're not going to solve world peace, but if anybody leaves going, you know what? I think I can be a little better than I have been lately. That's pretty great.
Although very formulaic in concept, The Problem with People is a funny and enjoyable film with solid performances from both Reiser and Meany. Again, you can check it out in theaters or online. It gets a B and is not rated. In selected theaters is the family drama White Bird. It stars Helen Mirren.
Julia, you did not leave your old school. You were expelled for being cruel to another boy. I'm sure your father has told you stories about when I was a young girl.
He says you don't really like to talk about it.
I don't. But now, I think, for your sake, I must.
After he's expelled from school for his treatment of another student, a young man is visited by his grandmother and is transformed by the story of her attempts to escape Nazi-occupied France during World War II.
You know, we've lost that generation now, but, you know, they went through an incredibly, unbelievably challenging time, 1,000 times more challenging than anything. I mean, I'm not talking about Palestine or Sudan. I mean, obviously in Iraq, you know, there are places where people are profoundly challenged. But in our Western world, no one faces anything like what the world faced in those days. So I think it's important to remind people of that, and to do it in this way that is so loving and shows the beauty in humanity, above all, the love in humanity.
White Bird is an emotionally uplifting story of kindness and how that kindness resonates through one's life. All in all, White Bird is a beautiful and heartfelt story not to be missed. Again, it's in selected theaters and gets an A. It's rated PG-13. For the Daily Flash, I'm film critic Tony Toscano.